Buenos dias is the second word. I learned after gracias. But this is my first Latin America visit. And maybe next year I'll speak two more sentences. Before I start my presentation, and I came all the way from India, and definitely I have a lot of news, good news, bad news, both, for our industry. So I want to share a story which, when I was coming here, it must be happening with you guys also. When you go to the immigration, and they ask you, what are you going to do? You take a pause. You take a pause for 5 seconds and say, should I? I said, there is a conference, I'm a speaker. Are you speaking on? Cannabis. What? Cannabis. Oh, okay. So can you step aside, please? So yeah, that's the reality of our industry. And this is the industry we are serving. We have a long way to go. Everybody heard Steve in the morning. And it started with the hippie culture, and our generation and future generation will take it forward. In India, there is no word called marijuana or cannabis. From the British time, it was named at Indian hemp. So it's all hemp. There's no differentiation between hemp, like a low THC crop or a high THC crop. So it was very hard for us to work with hemp, and which is also high THC over there, considered to be high THC crop. And our association was born 7 years back to educate, to work with the government, to create an atmosphere, an ecosystem where we can work around this plant where there was none. And ironically, India never was only one in the UN convention to oppose the UN that we will not ban cannabis. 1961 it happened, we fought till 1985 that this is our cultural plant and we cannot ban cannabis, sorry. But we have to surrender in 1985, and we made some minor changes. Medicinal always was there and still there, allowed to use in India. We have Ayurveda. We still use cannabis in Ayurveda. Also homeopathy. We use cannabis in homeopathy in India. So moving forward, but there's not a regulation. There was so many complications, and I see so many similarities between Colombia and India, how you guys are going, how we are moving forward. I used to travel to European countries, and when I used to see the prices of these machines, CGMP machines, I said, we will never even go nearby, because if we buy a 4 million euro worth machine, it will take us ages to recover that cost. So we started working in our country that how we can make our own machines, everything in India from ground zero. In last year, we were granting the first license after the ban, and we started the seed breeding program in 200 hectares. And we employed more than 300 farmers, and where these farmers were having no livelihood earlier, and we started giving them jobs opportunity. So if you see the typographic, and it's very similar to Colombia country, like hills and even the farmers. So we are doing seed breeding program of our own varieties over here. We have more than 200, yeah, you can ask me to move anywhere because I'm very bad. I'm not seeing at the back, I don't have eye, okay. So we have more than 200 varieties. And we partnered with our genetic bank of India to ask them that are they doing anything about this cannabis? And they said, no, it's lying there. So I said, can we take it? They said, yeah, you can take it. So we took that genetic bank and we started researching on our varieties. Why we did that? Why we went out and started searching on varieties which are already growing out? Because what will grow in your homeland, which has been growing from ages, no other crop or a genetic will grow better than that. So we started researching in that, and we found very good varieties we already have. Now, coming to global hemp market, I have said technologies, innovations, fiber, and